the way that I was looking at the energy this month is that there's kind of two sort of massive things going on. There's movement in the world as we're kind of seeing that things are starting to open up, things are starting to relax a little bit more. I went to pick up a pizza last night and the restaurant was open and they had signs up that if you were fully vaxxed, you didn't have to wear a mask. And some of the servers, they said if the servers have been fully vaxxed, they're not wearing masks. So, you know, we feel like things are starting to move. And this is like a big collective movement that we're experiencing. So we've got that energy going on in the external. And then the cosmic energy that's going on is just like, it's, you know, I said it was like sugar. It's like adding sugar to something and things just getting sweeter, you know, in a good way. So maybe like honey instead of sugar or something natural, the natural sweetener. So, you know, how do these two things go together? And I can't really, I think we're going to have to just find out as the month progresses. But I know that it has something to do with like how we're re-entering, you know, and I was thinking even people who aren't really like, you know, particularly self-aware or, you know, on a spiritual path, or I think everybody who is re-entering this new phase of things, whether they're aware or not, even if it's just like rough emotion, like I feel a little afraid because I haven't done this in a while. I think everybody's going to have to consciously choose to go forward in one way or another. What I have been noticing for myself, it's been coming up, and I don't think it's just personal. I mean, some of it's probably personal, but what I've been noticing, you guys can tell me if you have any experience with this at all. I've just been noticing it's almost like there's this membrane between me and the things in my life. And it's, I feel like it's been sort of this tough exterior, this coating. And right now, what I've been feeling more and more lately is like, all of a sudden I'm saying to myself, why am I making this so hard? Why am I making this so difficult? It's just cooking dinner. It's just, you know, doing the laundry. For me, physical things can be challenging, you know, but then I was thinking about relationship. And all of a sudden I started to feel like, why have I been thinking meeting somebody is going to be that hard? It's like somehow in my mindset, this was all going to be very difficult. And I started thinking that, again, it might just be me, but I think, you know, for me, what I sometimes think everybody else has everything figured out, you know, but me, you know, like everybody else knows how to do this and that and the other thing, you know, live life and do it, you know, that they can do all this stuff better. And like I was talking to my neighbor downstairs the other day, and I realized that I was just assuming she knew better than me. We were talking about some ants that were down there and stuff and whatever, you know, and I just assumed she would know better than me. But I realized, I looked up and I realized she was looking at me like she assumed I knew better. So, you know, I wonder if we don't do that sometimes with things in life, that we're just thinking that things have to be harder or somebody else knows better. So I'm just finding that membrane, I think it's a membrane between the past and the present, all the stuff that's collected from the past, just sitting in there. And I feel like it's getting out of the way somehow. It's like, so maybe that's that sugar that's being added and softening this membrane that's making me start to go, oh, you know, I was thinking about it with relationship, and all of a sudden I just like today, I had this rush of this feeling of just connecting with like a deep love, you know, from my past or from another lifetime. And it was like, oh, of course, why would that be so hard? We're just drawn to each other, you know. It was like, so I just that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting about this energy this month, is that we're, for one thing, you know, having the opportunity to choose things as we go forward, but with each choice and as we move out, we may get a chance to see that it's that where we want to go and what we want to do is easier than we thought it was going to be. It doesn't have to be as hard. It doesn't have to have so much angst. It can just be, we just move toward it and say yes. So that's what I'm thinking about the energy this month. Any feedback?